A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And here we go from Miami. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Dump off caught by his back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, here's Lamar. Hits him on the out route. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now a give on the counter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. He'll cobble together a yard there. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got Khalil Shakir. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Back to pass on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Going to the ground again on first. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They're throwing it. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 39. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run here on first down. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 now. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now Jackson on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. So the drive continues after that pass interference call. We've got 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. And they get him down after a quality pickup to about the 36. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the 36. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Throwing from the gun here. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Here's a throw. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They've got 3rd and 8. Looking for a throw here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Ravens will go on offense. On 1st down, Jackson has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 38. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's Lamar. Setting up the screen. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
On 1st down, they'll run. Juke the defender. And they bring him down around the 34. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes and have to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
Tucker's kick is up and good. And they come away with some points on that series.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Return coming from the 6. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. He's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 42. He's got Bellinger. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A-Chain. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
No connection on the last play. And now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's caught for the 1st. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route to Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And he only gets this one down to the 9. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Ravens driving. So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the fair catch made here at the 15. No return on that punt. And the Dolphins will have some work to do as they take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Taken in by Bellinger. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I love throwing that 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Back now, pressure on its way. Complete over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. This finds Bellinger. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. And get 35 out of that one. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. The rookie from Oklahoma has it. And the Ravens get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Jump off caught by his back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this third down. Lamar now from the gun. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So it'll be second down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Second down carry for Achane. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Looking to the air here. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Ravens will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Ooh, found a soft spot, crosses the 25. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. He does it, touchdown Baltimore! The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Oh, baby! He got loose, and after a few steps, there was nothing they could do to stop him. That, Brock, is the definition of a home run play.
You know, and when you go to draft, sign, or trade for a skill guy, you want him to have that kind of threat, that kind of breakaway speed. Don't always have to be a 4-3 guy on the track. You just have to be a guy that once you get in that open field, there is nobody, and I mean nobody in the building that was going to catch him.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Cut out left. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to throw this one. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Play action on 1st down. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They are throwing it again. That's caught. Devon Achane. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding the defense just like that.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Achane. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Where you're getting a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They're headed up the middle. And he gets in, touchdown. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Back to the well again. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You love a huddle, okay? You really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Changing it up here, Jackson. Hits his running back. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell, and he's brought down for a loss. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. It'll be 3 total on the play, 4th and 7 now. Bullock's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. He's at the 30. The 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, to tie this game in the fourth. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll take it out to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. That one's complete, right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he puts some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. It is cut left side. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll run here following the penalty. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another carry for him. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. They send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw it. Completed to his running back. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Throwing now from the gun. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins down by 10. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to throw now. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
To throw. Put the body on the line for his team.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
They'll throw it again. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Ravens have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Miami.